This news update is brought to you by...
It's gonna be a big blue summer.
The Big Blue Summer celebration with Flow is here. Make yours unforgettable. Sign up for big bundle savings. Build your essential bundle and save big money. Blow out the candles on Barbados' 50th and Flow's first Big Blue birthday celebration. To win big prizes including $10,000 in cash. Big-time sports coverage at home or on the go with Flow TV, like the Olympic Games in Rio and the new home of Premier League football. Watch it all with big data and big style on the fastest 4G network. The world's biggest sporting events this summer are all on Flow. The Big Blue Summer Celebration is here, and Flow is your official partner. This is how we flow.
It's gonna be a big blue summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow. We wear big blue for the summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow.
It's Tuesday, July 26th, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kmar Jordan. We begin with concerns at this hour that the health of local consumers is at risk due to the high consumption of imported foods. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Ellsworth Reed, raised the matter at a regional workshop on food traceability organized by the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, AICA. Mr. Reed says consumption of imported food products makes the public vulnerable to foodborne illnesses. He's also worried that in some instances, importing countries are not notified of food recalls until months after the product has been consumed.
How are we planning to deal with foodborne illnesses that may originate in the market from which we import most of our food? This is a question we also have to ask ourselves. I say this in order to further say that to have an effective traceability system of identifying sources of food-borne illnesses, it must target all foods to include imported and locally produced.
The Barbados Water Authority has extended a ban on the use of water for a wide range of activities, including the watering of gardens and lawns. Back in February, the authority imposed the restrictions at the height of a severe drought. In a statement issued this morning, the BWA says the ban will continue from August 1 to October 31 this year. The prohibition bars people from filling or supplying tanks, ponds, baths, or swimming pools other than dipping tanks for cattle, domestic baths not exceeding 120 liters in capacity, and elevated reserve tanks not exceeding 800 liters. The washing of roadways, pavements, paths, garages, outrooms, and vehicles by hose is also forbidden. Failure to adhere to the restrictions can result in a fine of $500 Barbados dollars or 1 month in jail. To the law courts now, a St. James man was due to appear in the Whole Town Magistrates Court this morning on a number of drug-related offenses. 51-year-old Larry Chesterfield Thompson of Risk Road, Fitzvillage, St. James, has been charged with possession and trafficking of cocaine, as well as possession with the intent to supply the illegal drug. Thompson was arrested after police searched his residence last Wednesday and uncovered liquid cocaine hidden in a cupboard. We'll have more on that as it develops. Meantime, 2 Christchurch men were set to appear in the District C Magistrate Court on a string of burglary and other charges. 41-year-old Michael Anthony Brathwaite of Parish Land is facing 6 counts of burglary and 2 counts of disorderly behavior. These offenses were committed in the Time Bottom and Pilgrim Road, Christchurch area between April and July this year. The second man, 38-year-old Kerry MacArthur Williams of Providence in Christchurch, is facing 2 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft from a vehicle, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and possession of cannabis. The offenses were allegedly committed in Durance, Newton, and Pilgrim Road in Christchurch. Well, on the heels of 9 recent sudden deaths blamed on cardiac arrest, a noted medical doctor tells Barbadians they can help to reduce such occurrences. Dr. Brian Charles, the managing director of Sandy Crest Medical Center, is urging the public to adopt healthier lifestyles. He also wants them to learn how to administer cardiac pulmonary resuscitation, otherwise known as CPR. He stresses that sudden deaths are nothing new and that there's no need for undue alarm. But he says Barbadians can be better prepared if they're trained to perform CPR, which can save lives.
And if you think about it, those cases that have been highlighted in the press earlier this year, if there was only someone who could have attended to any one of those people with the sudden cardiac arrest, within 8 to 10 minutes, that person could have been saved. But if there's no one who has the training to do CPR, then that life is going to be lost within 8 to 10 minutes.
At the same time, the Chief Executive Officer of the Heart and Stroke Foundation, Gina Pitts, is concerned that too many Barbadians are simply unaware of their risk profile for heart disease, which leads to cardiac arrest.
They have never entered into preventative screening so that they are aware of what their factors are and their risk for having ischemic heart diseases. That is something that any individual can do and should be doing on an annual basis so that they're aware of how their risk profile is progressing. Some simple measures, some very simple blood tests, etc., can easily identify what your risk profile is.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Do you want to make sure that your favorite BT Soca Royale champion hopeful is in with a great chance of winning $10,000? Well, it's simple as going to www.facebook.com/Barbados today to cast your vote. These are the finalists: Mr. VJ and King Julian, Summer Again, Joaquin, This Place, Sammy G, Mash Up the Place, Damien Marvey, Know the Face, Azizi, My Reason, Donnell, Wet Me, Griner, Turn on the Speaker, Hyper Songs, Bam Bam Back, Faith Calendar, Hunted, and Mr. Dale, Nothing Sweeter.
Special thanks to these sponsors: Flow, CGI, Capital Media HD, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the 50th anniversary of Independence Celebration Secretariat, and the NCF.
It's all about ICBL T20 cricket. It's going on July the 28th. Get your tickets, get there early, put on something so that you can meet me at Kensington and take it off.
Tickets from Kensington Oval, CS Pharmacy, and TicketPal.com. Hosted by the 50th Anniversary Secretariat.
To regional news now, a New York-based Vincentian Calypsonian will reappear in court on October 31 after he was released on 25,000 EC dollars bail. That's 18,000 Barbados dollars, on charges of uttering seditious words and threatening, get this, to kill Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and members of his family. Paul Scrub, the Calypsonian, who uses the stage name Imad, is accused of maliciously sending or uttering threats to kill Gonsalves between December 9 and 31 last year. He was arrested last Friday at the E.T. Joshua International Airport as he was about to leave the island after a 5-week stay. But Israel Bruce, the attorney for Paul Scrub, who appeared before Chief Magistrate Rasheen Brown Matthias at the Serious Offences Court yesterday, says his client is innocent. He accused the government of engaging in a witch hunt. Tragedy on the international scene. A priest was killed and another person was seriously wounded at a Catholic church where 2 men took 5 people hostage. French President Francois Hollande has described the incident as a terrorist attack. More now in this CNN report.
As a priest was giving mass, saying mass to a couple of nuns and a couple of other parishioners. As far as we know the story now from Pierre-Henri Brondet, who is the spokesman for the Interior Ministry, in fact, the priest was conducting mass. The 2 assailants came in, apparently armed only with knives, although that is yet to be confirmed, and killed one of the hostages, took 5 people hostage. 1 person was able to escape and alert the police. And the Rapid Intervention Brigade, which is based in Rouen, was able to get to the scene very quickly, and they captured, saw the 2 assailants coming out of the church and neutralized them, as they say, apparently shot them dead as they were coming out. When they went inside, they found 1 person dead, and they found another one of the hostages, very gravely injured in critical condition. At the moment, there's no indication of what the motivation may be.
And on that note, we end our Barbados Day afternoon update, but there's more online at www.barbadosday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper or email updates, or you can like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Medium bus terminals, or Screenplay in a supermarket, or a gas station near you. Also, you can check us out on Channel 99, that's on Flow TV, or Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Kmar Jordan. Have a fabulous afternoon, and be sure to join Emmanuel Joseph back here at 6 o'clock this evening.